The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go. Yellow. I'm on, Eddie. 52's the mic. Damn, that's what I do. Check 52. Slam. Motion. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Get ready.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. He finds an opening past the 40. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go. 90, Wolf. Watch a slant. Yo,
Now a handoff here to his running back. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
ready up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Go. Switch. Topper. Hit it.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Go. Motion, motion, motion. Big ass, big ass, big ass. Check 9, check 9. 6-6. Pull it high. Yo, 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 go, go. Say go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down.
Down. 10 Lobo. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Hey, team 6, team 6. Yep. We got it. Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
He'll look to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
You got time right there. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Hey! He's moving, boys, he's moving. Hey, wahoo! 49, guys. Mike.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Be ready. Let's go. Get set.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Check 26, check 26. Alert flare. Get it.
And they give this time to the tailback. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
51's the mic, boy. 51. Come on, baby. Look at me. Zipper. 51's the mic. Dude.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Break. Mike 51, Mike 51. I'm coming, baby, I'm coming, baby.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
49's the mic. Watch 49. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Go. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
2nd and 14. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
They certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Raekwon McMillan came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Check. Fresno, 61. Matchbox, right. Hero 15.
After the sack on first down, Mahomes under pressure again, and down he goes again. Raekwon McMillan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 3, check 3. Check, crouch. Let's get it. Let's go.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Hill on the return. Penalty stings big time there, wipes away a very good return.
And they work out it so hard because the goal is to give yourself some space for your
Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
offense to really work, try and gain an additional first down outside the 20 or 25-yard line. Instead, this one's going to come back.
Ready, break.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Kill. 61, matchbox lights. Right up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Switch. X3, 218, hit it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down to the 35. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. That'll bring up second down.
At the 36-yard line.
Let's go now. 50, plant. Yes. Go. Go.
Mike, 49. Oh, here we go. Oh, alert 3.
Go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down.
Mike's 49. Hey, let's get in that hole. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
Now. Outside.
They'll set up to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Gordon on first down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
2nd and 10. At the 36-yard line.
I don't need to.
Start defense.
Hey, Sunday.
No.
Yellow.
Looking to throw on second down. Mahomes. He's going to go for a big play down. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards.
Yellow. I go on. 57, Tyler. 57.
Throwing on second down. Mahomes. his throw is going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Check.
Gordon. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 39. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
49's the mic. Watch 49. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on what should be the final play of the first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. He got 29 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
Protein spill.
Check 99, check 99.
6 guy. Check 6 guy.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn.
Now.
Kill, kill, kill.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
Pilot, 64, weak.
49, guys. Mike, 49. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check it out.
Get it.
And to give this time to the tailback. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Under crunch. Hey!
Ringo.
Shoot!
Here we go on 4th down. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field, and he wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Tighten down. There you go.
Clear.
March 49.
Big grip.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Here we go. Set. 8, read.
49. Come on. Say.
Hey.
49 to Mike. Crunch time, defense. Check 24.
Sponge. No.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Let's go.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Zipper.
Alert 3.
80 weapon.
March 49. Bring it. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Check.
Go. Get ready.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Come on, set. 10 2 saw.
49. Watch the pass. 49. Check 49.
Topper. And up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Play in the
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Yellow, 180.
Let's go, let's go. Check 31, check 31. Bang, 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 bang.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. To throw, it's Mahomes. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Mike 51, Mike 51. 6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Check 43.
57 color.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. In for the score. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
Hey, Charlie.
What talking about?
Yes.
49, guys. Mike, go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
the 35-yard line.
A lone second remains now in this third quarter.
You better bring. Hey, Delta. I'm letting you know right now. You better. Hey, jump by.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the fourth. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2.
He don't want it. Check. Let's go.
18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up and to great success.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Ready, set.
March 49. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist.
Watch the safety creep.
Watch twist. Watch the twist.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll run it now out of the gun. There he goes inside the 30 and down to the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
On the double.
51 to Mike.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Rush in, rush in.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hurry up now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the flag, watch the flag, watch the flag. Watch the flag, motion, block, block.
61, matchbox lights.
Check 13.
5.
Mike 51.
Get it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Yellow,
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Attack, attack.
Here we go. 25, check 25, check 25. Kill. Hey, turn it out. Watch twist.
Attack.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes going deep downfield for Ross. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, ribble it. Hey, finish.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Check 15, check 15.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gordon. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to... with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Shift. Select.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Mahomes to throw. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 41 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Check. Lucky.
A give to the brother of J.J. This is Derek Watt. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First and goal, Chargers.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They come out here in the I. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Switch gears. Back.
Going with a big fullback. Wow. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Derek Watt, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Extra point good by Hopkins, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences, and this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Here we go. Hey, orbit.
Mike 49.
Here we go, go.
49, guys. Mike.
Big grip.
They'll look to throw. It's Hill, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Ready. 15 line. 15 line.
See me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
You draw corkers. Now. Ready?
He'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Ready?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, box drop.
It's gonna be a long day. Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
Yep. Right up.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Joey Bosa in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Ready up.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Hey.
Silver.
Let go.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
General West.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it.
Hey, Alpha. Hey.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there.
Games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the